Hi, I'm Anoop Rehal. I'm a partner at Parry in the BSO team, and we're here to talk about how we can help your business get exit ready. Whether you're looking to sell or transfer the ownership of your business, there are some essential steps that you really need to take. What we have found, especially in a lot of businesses, is there can be a gap with internal knowledge, expertise, or even time, and that's where we found that the BSO team can really help prepare your business. We see the sale of your business not as a one-time event, and there's a lot that needs to be done beforehand to prepare your business for readiness. The way that we've seen that the BSO team can really help is from a number of matters, including fractional FD work, due diligence, or even helping with your back office finance function, allowing you the time to get your business ready. Any potential buyer will really be looking to scrutinise your financial data, and that's why it's really important that the numbers are solid. When looking to get your business exit ready, there are three essential stages that we kind of see in any typical transaction, normally being before, during, and after the sale. And this is how we feel that the BSO team can help you. So let's look at the first stage, before your business is even ready for sale. One of the first things that we've really helped a lot of businesses with is looking at their internal systems and processes and ensuring that they're robust enough. When we look at your internal systems, let's face it, it's not the sexiest thing to look at, but it's really, really important. One of the things that we've noticed is that as a business grows, it becomes harder to stay on top of your internal systems and processes. Sometimes they just keep going because the business keeps going. But actually, when you look down at it, there might be some redundant systems, some inefficient systems, and actually there might be some training needs. It's really, really important as a business that you stay on top of your systems and controls. We're not saying you should look at them every week or every day, but maybe you need to put in an internal review process, maybe every year, every 2 years. But before that stage, how do we as a BSO team help? One of the key things that the BSO team have done for a lot of our clients is go in and not only understand, well, what is the internal system and process, but actually, what are the team doing? Is there anything that they're doing inefficient? Can we help? Can we make it more streamlined? Or actually, is your IT up to scratch? A lot of the clients that we do help, we do actually look at their cloud systems and see how they integrate. And actually, can we make this better? Can we make it easier? You have to think, what would any potential buyer think if they came into your business and interrogated your systems and processes? They're looking to buy a well-oiled machine. Yeah, they'll accept that there's some things that we need to do, but they will really want to know that actually, should anything happen to, say, an individual or something within the business, it could still carry on. The BSO team will come in, we'll look at the practical details. One of the key things about looking at the internal systems and processes is actually, can we get better in my information? Can we get it quicker? Can we get it to a point where it's really giving us some real data insight on the business? So when the BSO team have gone in to look at internal systems and processes, not only have they looked to reduce redundancy in the systems and processes, make them more efficient, and ensure that your team are a well-oiled machine, but we have noticed that actually it does lead to better management information. And this is one of the things that we do look at as well before you're ready for sale. The reason we do this is because it's really, really important that you understand your numbers, that you're focused. And actually, as a management team, if you're more focused, you'll find that your team are more focused. Management information is key for any business that is looking to sell. It's key generally, but especially when you're looking to sell. One of the things that we've seen with the BSO team when they've gone in is if they look at the management information, if they can help you understand what your key KPIs are, not only is the management team focused, but actually your team underneath. And when they're focused, you can drive a better success for exit. What we've generally found when we've gone into a business is that owners or even management teams have an idea of what their business might be worth. But actually with the expertise that we can bring in from the whole kind of Parry team, is actually we can normally drive that number upwards. And we've seen it countless times where it's gone from a multiple of maybe 2-3 times up to 4 and 5. And that can make a big difference. So the next key stage is during and getting your business exit ready. We already touched upon management information, but we also need to touch on making sure that you have the right people in the business. So when we talked about management information, we talked about how key it was to make sure that it's clear, to make sure that you have the right KPIs. And to kind of hammer home this point, I'll talk about an experience that I had with one of my clients previously. One of my clients was receiving management information on a regular monthly basis. However, when I delved into the information, all was not as it seemed. On speaking to the directors of the company, it was quite clear that they weren't receiving the right management information. They were only reviewing the profit and loss, and I found this to be quite disturbing. But then again, they did not know any better. They didn't have the right advice, and this is why it's quite key. When we reviewed the information, we could see that actually a lot of it was kind of made up or wasn't reconciled, and it was quite clear that the finance team that they had in place was out of its depth. So over the coming months, myself and the BSO team members that I had available went into the business. We looked to correct the financial information and help the owners to understand what they needed to see. So this was a two-way process. One, fixing the information that was there, but two, also helping to educate the team in terms of what they needed, helping the management team and the finance team. Not only did our team help to get things right, to make sure the information was correct, and to actually educate the owners of the business, we actually helped to reshape the finance team as well. This meant bringing in some more faces that actually understood where the business was going and understanding how to drive that success and that growth. So this is why the during phase is so important, and why we feel the BSO team can really help. Not only will we look at your internal processes, look at making sure you have the right team in place and making sure they have the right management information, but we're also here to challenge you. We're also here to make sure that you have the right information to make the right decisions. So now that we've gone through the first two stages, let's look at the last stage. We call it after, but this is really looking at the ongoing support during the sale, but also how can we help post-sale? As I've said before, one of the things that comes up time and time again is time, and that is really key for your team when you're going through a sale. Not only can we help with the DD process, but we can also help to answer questions, provide the back office finance function like we said, but also to be a general source of support for you throughout this process. Sometimes it can tedious, sometimes it can feel quite lonely, and that's when it's really important for us to be there as your trusted advisor. As I've said, this isn't just about during the sale process, but it's also about after the sale process in the new world of the new owners. One of the things that we can help with is to help settle in you and your team, and to also help the new owners get comfortable with what the business structure is like. It can be really scary for you and your team, so it's really important that we are there to help support you. Like I said, we can be the fractional CFO, or we can just be a general guidance point for you and a support network to lean on. So in conclusion, we're here to be your strategic partner along this journey, and that's from building a strong foundation to helping you during that process, and then ensuring that you're comfortable after you've made that sale. So let's make it happen.